I'm Todd Grisham, and welcome inside the Lighthouse Theater. And what a night and what a fight we expect this to be. And next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
It's time for our tale of the tape. First, we have Larry Holmes, 6'3", with a reach of 81 inches. He weighed in at 213 pounds. And across the ring from him, the one and only Butterbean. You can't mention the sport of boxing without mentioning this guy.
Giving away a lot of weight here, so now this is where you have to be smart. This is where you've got to be sharp. You've got to try and time those shots coming through. Even being lent on by the heavier opponent makes it hard. You've got to be fit. You've got to be on point. You cannot afford to make any mistakes.
Here comes the Eastern assassin, Larry Holmes, the man that beat Muhammad Ali but never has really gotten his just due. Criminally underrated. Let's see what he's got in store for us in this one. A.K.A. Butterbean. You know what he brings to the plate. Hellacious power and unending energy.
Wow, someone's being really generous here, giving away a lot of weight.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Easton, Pennsylvania. Here is one of boxing's all-time greats, the heavyweight champion of the world, known as the Easton Assassin, introducing Larry Holmes. Fighting out of the blue corner from Atlanta, Georgia, here is the popular knockout artist, known as the King of the Four-Rounders, introducing Butterbean.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
Under the bright lights here for this one. Really good matchup, and we're hoping for a really good fight. Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? Nice counter. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Catch and shoot. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. He threw a punch and just got countered. It's the rematch the heavyweight division has been waiting for. Holmes versus Butterbean, Part 2. Holmes won a unanimous decision back in 2002, but Butterbean got his bombs in.
Butterbean is now another fan's favorite. They like him, he's a gimmick. Larry Holmes, he's older. So you know what? The last time he struggled, he should never struggle with someone like Butterbean. Again, the reason why we're doing this again, because Butterbean could be the guy that makes history repeat himself. And he turns Larry Holmes over, just like Larry Holmes did to Muhammad Ali.
He threw the hook, didn't land. That big hook doesn't land. Can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Welcome inside this unique environment, a beautiful theater, ready for a fist fight.
You're getting everything tonight, and you know what, when you're in a theatre, you know you've got to perform. There's no cutting corners, there's no making up excuses, because you're going to be so transparent, all laid out there.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. He just misses with that jab. And he scores with the counter. And he scores with the counter. That left hook just missed. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
All that work in camp, you gotta get...
You were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power.
Been coasted for this entire fight, and now you've let him back in. Now it's going to be a tougher way.
Think about the defense on end, and think about what you do. Good work. Just the same again. Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear.
You win the round back. Take away that confidence and stop him in his track.
Time. Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely...
Just get out there and let's reset. Forget about the round. It was a bad round, but we don't...
You'll see it and you'll ride it out. Go out there and finish it.
Get your mind back, get your focus back, get the jab back.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action.
The jab's working nice.
Now go back out there and win this round. You only lost one round. Listen, don't worry about it.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. How about that time counter shot? Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Those counter punches have to hurt. One of the best rounds I've seen this year. The straight right just misses. When you're training to fight a swarmer, you gotta focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Imagine being right in there.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Right uppercut can't find a home. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. Didn't land that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. A lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Through camp smart, otherwise you'll see it and you'll ride it out. Go out there and
switch on and get your boxing back together.
don't give him no free shots. Keep smart. You were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab. And
Get your rhythm back, and then we'll go again. Get your mind.
what you do. Good work. Just the same again.
Come on. You're way better than that guy. You've let him back into the fight.
Getting your time in already. Your right hand's beautiful. That's it. Just start.
Now get back out there and win the round.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. Right back into the action.
Get focused, get your mind back on the job, and then get back out there and win the round.
On to the third. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. They exchange punches. It's the typical big man, little man argument. He's got to be quicker. He's got to move a lot to win this fight.
There's an old saying, a good big one will always beat a good little one.
They exchange punches. Defense is not an option for these two. Is he going to punch himself out, though? As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. Beautiful counter shot. A big whiff with the right hook. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
His stamina is off the charts. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Nice counter. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Holmes in that last round. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Looking nice.
Okay, focus now, focus. Big deep breaths, big deep breaths.
Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great round.
Completely switched off. Get your mind back on the job. That was a terrible round out.
3 shots. Keep smart. You were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab, and don't get carried away.
Back out there, and you will win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back.
Good work. The jab's working nice. Those ones.
Don't give him anything. Go back out there and win this round, all right?
Don't let him back into the fight. Great round. Just stay.
Job. That was a god-awful round, that was. Come on.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up as we get set to jump back in the action.
In your lead. Come on, switch on, get your boxing back together, and put him back in his place.
There's the bell for round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Beautiful counter shot. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now they're going to find out.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Beautiful counter punch. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? There's been a significant aggression difference in this fight, Johnny. What do you see?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain as a ball.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Can't score with that right uppercut. The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. Parries that jab away. Good counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Started out Butterbean in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Start sticking a few body shots in there. Come on, do you want to win this fight? Right, let's go out there, just the same again. Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing.
Get round off and win the round on your jab. And breathe when you're stepping about, all right?
Don't give him no free shots. Keep smart. Now, don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely
Back into it. I need to go back out there. I need you to win.
smart. Otherwise, he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out there.
Just boxing. Be smart. Get your shots up. Don't give him anything.
And in your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab.
Get your mind back on the job.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
Get your time in already.
Back into the fight. You're not even in the same league as him. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back.
On to the fifth we go. How much do they have left in the tank after that last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
The right hook misses. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? He threw a punch and just got countered. there's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight, fire, refight. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges, Judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Trying to land that jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. And he misses with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
Straight down in the ring. Can't miss it. Great work. Stay.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. Right, let's go.
You're getting your time in already. The right hand's beautiful. That's it.
There, just take the round off and win the round on your jab. And breathe when you're stepping about, all right?
Figure you out. Great work. Just stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots. Keep smart. You were smart. You weren't loading up.
Together. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't want to...
Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense.
Kid, just go back out there and get behind the basics. Get your jab back.
I want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up.
Work in camp. You gotta get out there and switch on.
The referee calling for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather.
That was a terrible round, that was. Come on. You've let him back into the fight. You're much better.
There's the bell to start round 6. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Holding nothing back here in the round. Just missing with the uppercut. Good counter punching. Now they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Counter punch. Failing to score with that right hook. Both men step back for just a moment. shot. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
Don't worry about that round.
Now, don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for a round.
It was a bad round, but we don't care. Let's go out there and win the next one. Yeah?
Absolutely shattered. He's hurt, he's ready to go, but you've got to be smart. Otherwise, he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out there and finish him. You were smart, you weren't loading.
He's not even in your league. Come on, switch on, get your boxing back to...
Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about
for this entire fight, and now you've let him back in. Now it's going to be a tougher fight because he's
getting your time in already. The right hand's beautiful. That's it. Just stop.
Go out, and in the first minute, stick him in the end of your jab.
Time winding down as we get set for another round.
Just stay focused. Don't let him
confidence and stop him in his tracks. Get your mind back, get your focus back, get the jab back.
Here comes round 7. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
What are they doing that now? Are they trying to get an earning out? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
A perfect counter shot. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Is he going to punch himself out, though? A lot of effort being exerted here. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Incredible work rate. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Look at the swelling and the bruising. They're going to take a look, and they may stop this fight.
Are you all right? Are you okay?
A little bit of a surprise here as the referee says we can continue. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
There's a lot on the line here.
great work. Stay focused. Don't...
What are you doing? You're switching off, and you're starting to make mistakes.
Him again. Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear.
On the job, and then get back out there and win the round.
Power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on end and think about what you do. Good work. You're getting your
Back, get your rhythm back, and then we'll go again. Ready to go?
sticking a few body shots in there. Vary it up a little bit so he can't figure
Back and get that jab back. Just boxing, be smart, and get your shots up.
1-2 straight down the middle. You can't miss it. Great work. Stay
The one round that you lost, don't worry about it.
Get your
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action.
Don't give him no free
Way better than that guy. You've let him back into the fight. You're not even in the same league as him. Come on.
And there's the bell for round 8. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That hook just can't find the target. Good counter punching. Swing and a miss with that hook. Nice counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Catch and shoot. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
That's a lot of swelling. The referee taking a good look at it. Is he going to stop it?
You're taking too much to fight is over.
And he waves it off. That will do it. This fight is over.
Too early, too early. Should have let him get stuck in with it.
Another TKO win here, Johnny. What's next?
A TKO, we've got to see it again. Because TKOs, they finish the story too early. It's like being kicked out of a club before the night's done. We want to get a full-blooded who won and who lost.